Hello guys, it's time for another pickups video. As you can see, there's a slight change of scenery behind me, things moving around down here. So now, what used to be over in the other wall, the entertainment center, is now over here. This is where this will be permanently. Actually, this desk will be gone that I'm actually recording on. This will be the lounging slash kind of gaming room area down here when all this is done. But so, as a lot of you know, getting into the games is to get out of that stuff. Well, at least you guys who've watched my channel the last couple of years, every year around right before Thanksgiving, I usually buy one brand new game, and then I don't buy a new video game until the middle of January. Due to the fact that in the past, since me and my wife have been together, I had a bad habit of talking up a game a lot. Like there'd be would it be a Madden game or a Grand Theft Auto Vice City game? Just talk it up, how much that game looks cool, and I love to have that game, and I want to get that game. And she would go out and buy that game for my Christmas or my birthday. And being a gamer, I wanted it, so somehow I'd find a way to get it within a week or two it came out and completely ruin the gift. So what I've done the last couple of years is say, okay, I won't buy a brand new game. Heck, now with my game collecting, I have plenty of games I need to play yet, so that's not a problem anymore. But this year, unlike years past, I actually ended up getting 2 games in the last month before I started, not make no new games till to January. And the first new game I got was not something I planned. We were at a store and she just simply, we were looking at the games and she said, if you want a game, pick a game out. Which my wife never does, quite honestly. It was very, very cool that she did. And I said, okay, well, they have Transformers Fall of Cybertron. I really want that game, but I've been talking about it a lot and I put it on my Christmas list. So I can't get that game. That's the game I really, really want. But instead, I got a series I haven't got a game for in 3 years because a lot of the changes they made me think it might be cool, so let's check it out. And that was Madden 13 on the PS3. Now, one of the things that disenfranchised me with Madden, last one I got, I think, was Madden 10, was that it was the same game every year. They would make a minor tweak or a gimmick. Oh, you can be an offensive man to block the runner, or oh, you can design your own guy in the crowd. Some little gimmick, but the rest of the game was the same. And they wouldn't fix fundamental to me problems with the game, like you could always bomb the ball downfield and the guy would never get intercepted. Or simple things like that. Well, this game they seem to fix some of that. I'll be honest, there's a lot of different game modes in this game. There's a lot of different things. For example, each week they release Madden moments. Like, for example, they had it where the Seattle Seahawks, the Seattle Seahawks and Russell Wilson, the quarterback, are playing Miami, and their quarterback, of course, broke the record in their game. So what you had to do was stop him and then score a touchdown to win the game. So they have 2 of those moments every week, and then they have some from last year. They actually have some really cool. They also have the cool thing of Build the Ultimate Team, which is basically a trading card game where you play your team that you built with your starting basic pack cards against the computer, or you can play against other people. And every game you win, you get points, and you can use those points to buy packs. Or if you don't want to use points, you can use money and build the team that you want to build over time. And of course, there's the usual online head-to-head, which I actually played my first head-to-head game on this tonight. Actually won by 3 points. The guy was creaming me in the beginning. I was playing really bad, but to his fault, unfortunately, he was not audibling at all. So if it was a run play in the backfield, he was running it. If it looked like a pass, he was passing. I ended up getting 3 interceptions, 2 were run back for touchdowns. So no, by no stretch of imagination was I great. I just happened to win. A lot of different game modes to play in this. Really had a lot of fun with it. One of the things I'm really glad they did, something I wish they had done in the past, was, for example, my running back had 200 yards in the game, and it was at one point said, you have 200 yards. To break the record, you need to beat Adrian Peterson's 269-yard game. So little things like that make a difference to me. Had a lot of fun with this game. Now, the second game I got was the planned game I was getting. I planned I was going to get one shooter just to play through the holidays online, to kill the time or whatever. And I had a choice: did I want to get Halo 4 or Call of Duty Black Ops 2? Now, in the past, I would have got Black Ops 2, but this year I said, you know what? I'm going to do something different. I'm going to get Halo 4. I'm currently in chapter 6 of 8 on the single player. I'm really enjoying the single player, even though there is a lot of setup for the next game. Even though I know there's a lot of lore and history of the Halo world in here, if you have never played a Halo game before, it won't, when it happens really quick, you won't realize it and it won't ruin the game for you. But honestly, this game, multiplayer in this game shines. It is a lot of fun. Again, I've always thought Halo was more of an arcade shooter online, and it really is a lot of fun. Had a lot of fun playing it. I'm really enjoying it. Really glad I picked it up. Now to the retro goodness. Now, just yesterday, I decided to go into my Mega Replay. And the main reason I went there with a $20 budget, was because a week and a half ago I went in there looking for Christmas gifts. You know, maybe there's something here, an old game my wife, because there's a certain number of games I know my wife wants that she used to have, that she has fond memories of, and I was hoping they'd have it. They didn't have those games, but behind the counter, they had actually had 6 bundles of 2,600 games, you know, bundled up in plastic, and they were $5 a piece. And they never get 2,600 games in my retro store, and so I was hoping they'd still have them. And I went there yesterday, and they had all 6 bundles, and I picked 2 because each of these 2 bundles had 10 games a piece in it for $5 a piece. So I spent $5. Now, 7 of those games I already had, but the other 13 for $10 was a great deal. Now, for guys who aren't 2,600 collectors or are thinking about getting to it, one of the things that makes 2,600 at times kind of weird and daunting is there were several different labels for the very same game. For example, some games there was the a lot of games came out with the version of the old Plain Jane label, and then there were games that also had labels like this, or for example, Night Driver. This label looks slightly different, but a lot of times you'll have like just 2 different labels like this. And so if you wanted to collect like every different version of the game, you'd have to get both. But let me show you the 13 games I did not own that I got. And the first one I'm going to show you is a game I absolutely loved on the 2600 and played a lot. It is based off the arcade game, and that is Wizard of War. This is just a great, fun shooting game. Love this game. Spent many hours playing this game as I was a kid, because for me, Christmas memories are the 2600 and NES for me. I got so many games, and I got both those systems on Christmas that they really do mean a lot to me. A game I got that I never played before is Solar Fox. And this game I don't think I need to explain. Everybody's played the board game before. And I also got it for this one, Defender. I absolutely love Defender in the arcade game. And I used to have it on 2600, so it'd be great to play that again. Here's a game I played. I wish I could remember what the gameplay was, but I remember spending a lot of time playing it. That's Cosmic Arc, an iMagic game. And I never played this before, and I'm glad to try it out. And that is Vanguard. And I've never played either of these games, Solaris or Gravatar, so it'd be cool to play those. I did play Warlords before with the paddles, fun little game, so it'd be cool to play that again. Of course, Simple Bowling, I don't own it right now. Simple enough game. Of course, another simple, unexplanatory game, Home Run. And this game is one of me and my wife's favorite arcade games. Galaga, of course, the other game in this series, you might say, I love a lot, but that is Galaxian. Really fun game. Love this old shooter game. And then the last game I got for the 2600 is Demon Attack, which I just love. These labels always stuck out to me. Thought they were really cool. I know I played this game, but I can't remember what it's about, so I'll have to put that in again to see what it's like. So when I was at my Mega Replay, my son decided he wanted to get a PS1 game, and I always encourage him to look around. You know, if he wants to buy something that's cool, because most of the games he gets are really expensive. It's kind of cool that I like the fact that he likes to go get the older system games. He doesn't run to the new system games. But he wanted to get a racing game, and so he picked up Toka Championship Racing, which is made by 3DO and Codemasters. And of course, Codemasters made some great racing games like Micro Machines and stuff. But I used to own this game in the PlayStation 1. I know it's below average racing game on the PlayStation 1, and I was trying to get him to buy this Toon game that in the back looked exactly like Mario Kart. I never played it before, but he wanted it because he said because there were real cars in it. So I picked it up. We played it today, and I had forgotten one of the major things that can make this game frustrating, and that is when you're turning corners, whether real fast or trying to slow down, no matter what in this game, whether you're trying to hit your brakes or not when you turn corners, whether you're even on the road or in the grass, a lot of times your car spins out. And it makes it very frustrating when you're trying to race and trying to win the race or doing good is when you constantly spin out. Now, outside of that, this game has actually aged pretty decent. It actually looks pretty good for its age. So, again, if you want a racer that's below mediocre but still looks pretty good, it's not a bad one to check out. Now the next game I got is on the original Xbox. In this game, I saw this in Pete Door's video when he went to the 6 game stores, in Seattle with Metal Jesus Rocks and Jason Heine, and I saw gameplay of this futuristic racer, and I just had to get it. And that was Quantum Redshift. Really cool looking futuristic racer. Now, I mean, it was only $3 since the sticker's on it. The funny story about this was I got this yesterday, and they were extremely busy the holiday season. Didn't ever open the game to look at it. Was sitting at home late last night. I said, I'm going to crack it open and look at the game. Maybe I might even put it in. And I opened it up, and the game wasn't in there. Instead, they had Sonic the Hedgehog from 2006 for Xbox 360. I own that game on the PS3. It's not a good game. Don't really care for it. So I took it back today with the receipt and said, hey, he goes, you ready to check out? I go, no, there's a problem with this game I bought yesterday. And I opened it up and he goes, oh, that's not the right game. The guy must have grabbed it from just simply the wrong spot. I go, that's fine. I just want the game. And so they simply switched it out and that was it, which was cool. So I can't wait to dig in this. But the last game I got is on the N64 and it is Star Fox 64. Now, I will say this. I've never played Star Fox 64. Back in that day when I was heavily into Nintendo games, Nintendo systems, Nintendo sent me the VHS test, with the upcoming N64 games. And one of the games on that was Star Fox 64. And I watched the gameplay of it and the graphics just didn't impress me. I don't know what it was at the time, but something about it just didn't impress me, and I just never got the game. And I saw the game there, it was $7 it was there for. And so, what, I want to give this game a try. Sometimes you think a game is really good or you think a game is really bad, and later on you go play and you go, that game wasn't as bad as I thought it was, or wow, that game, it wasn't as good as I thought it was. So, really want to try this game. Because the last Star Fox game I played was on the DS, and I actually enjoyed that except for how frustrating it was at times with the whole stylus where it would do a barrel roll on you when you didn't want to. But might want to try this. But I was deciding because they also had Cruis'n Erotica, and I have the other 2 cruising games. I love those games, but I decided I'd try something different. So try Star Fox 64. Maybe I will change my tune and like the game. But that's all the pickups I have for now, guys. So I will see you guys shortly for another video because while I have been away, I've actually currently been filming some videos and getting them ready. Like Wednesday, next YouTube Game Community video is coming out. It's already ready. I just have to record it tomorrow and put it out on Wednesday. So I will see you guys for that video. Thanks for watching.